Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. We have another 12 by 12 one-sided paper project today. I've decided I'm going to do it on Fridays instead of twice a week because I've had to start ephemera sessions again because I'm in need, as you know. So this is using one-sided 12 by 12 paper, and I'm going to see if I can remember how to do it. I did mark for our scores. I'm going to grab a piece and we'll do it together just to show you. Just grab up my scoreboard here. It's easier with a scoreboard because a lot of times paper cracks and I don't want it to crack, well, you know, as little as possible. Now I've grabbed some paper that is not directional because it is one-sided. So this came out of a Michaels pack. I have a couple of them go in here. This one's called Candy Retro. It's quite an old one. And then the other one I have is Sunday Morning. I haven't really cracked into this one very much, but I thought with this project it'd be a nice time to start. All right, so I'll do it on the white side so that you can see. So it's 12 by 12 and we're going to score down the center at 6. Very easy scores. There's only 3 of them. At 6, and then when you turn it, we'll score at 4 and 8.5. So if you see there, that's the same thing. Score at 4, 8, 6. Okay, and then that's our scoring. So the rest is, you can use your cutter for this. You can use, I'm just going to use scissors. We're going to cut, just like I showed here, we're going to cut this 6-inch right up until the last 4-inch score mark there. And we're going to make a little booklet, a little journal. Could be a little folio journal. You could add a journal inside of it. And of course, my cutting is never straight. So I'm going to just... So I should have folded all my score marks beforehand like I did on the other one, but I didn't. So I'm just going to burnish all these score lines before we go any further, just to make sure they're all going to go in properly. But it's a very easy project. It just took me a little bit to figure out how to do the turning of the paper. And so Liz, the paper project, she had done a video, probably, I'm going to say 3 years ago. I just didn't do this one very good. So I'll fold it back the opposite direction as well. I can see it better without the pattern. But I'm just folding all and burnishing all, and I get ahead of myself, as you saw. All right, so I'm going to fold it over on each other. We'll do it again because I don't want anybody confused. All right, so I'm just going to fold all these bits in. So you'll take the ones on the right, fold them over. Then you're going to turn it over. See, this whole booklet is out of whack, but that's okay. And then I'm going to fold these ones this way. Just like that. So either the paper's off or how I scored was off, and it's probably my own fault for not folding in the paper before I cut it. All right, so here we go. So then we have a flip. We have this open part. I'm going to actually switch it around. Here we go. So we have a flip out. We have this part where we folded. That'll be a pocket. And then we have this that can become a pocket as well. So very easy, but we're going to do it one more time. And then I'll have a few to dress. I don't want anybody to be confused. All right, so let's try it one more time. And non-directional paper, which I find a lot easier. So we're going to score down the center at 6. Turn it. Score at 4. And then 8.5. Now I am going to fold in all of my parts here before I cut, just so that I know everything is going to be straight. And I do have some cracking, but this is thicker paper and it is old as well. So I'm just going to make sure this is corner to corner, and then score. So just like that. So then it looks just like that. So now we're going to cut from the side up to the score mark there. I know a lot of people, I don't normally measure, but I thought for this one it'd probably be a good idea to do that. So there we go, we have our cut right up to the 4-inch score mark. So now I'm just going to fold it over. And see, cutting is never, it's never an exact science. If you're a good cutter, you could just, I should have just used my cutter, but sometimes I just like to, you know, instead of bringing it up and down all the time. All right, so there, that's where we have that. So now I'm just going to fold this back on itself. Just give it a little burnish. And then fold it over to the next score mark. You'll turn it over to the second side, and then it is going to go in. And as you see, I have it all as white, the white side out. You can keep it like this if you do that, and you can color, you can add colored paper, or we can flip it around. So that would mean going this way. Because a lot of people don't like the white paper, right? Which is fine. I don't mind it because it gives opportunity to do other things with it, right? You can, like painting, stenciling, doing all the stuff to it. So there, and then there's our book, and we have the pretty paper on the outside now. So I'm not sure. Any lines, you know, any bits of paper, just straighten them out. I always have crooked lines. And so there we go. So we'll have the flip out, and then this will become a pocket. Let's glue that. So you can decide whether you want it to be a top pocket or a side pocket. I think for this one, I'm going to do a top pocket. So, just going to add glue to both sides. Close it back up. Just glue all the edges. See, and this gives you opportunity to do some stuff in there, making it pretty. And so there's a top pocket, top loading pocket. It just has to dry, of course. So this can become a pocket tuck spot. I think I'm going to make it a pocket as well, but I am going to cut it. And then this can be used as a tuck spot somewhere else. Why not? I just don't want to confuse anybody. I think Liz's, she made this a large pocket. She didn't do any cutting on it. So we have a tuck spot, we have a pocket. This can be a flip out, and you can add all kinds of pockets in there. So let's decorate it. So there we go. I'm just going to take my template and move it, and then let's just add some pretties. Just add that to the front. I want it all to be flat. You can embellish it like, you know, all kinds of stuff. But because I send mail, I'm going to try and keep them as flat as possible. And it is flat. I mean, even when I add pockets, it can still be flat. Get that out of there. Have that as a tuck spot, maybe. Be a little side tuck. Yeah, let's do it. Maybe use this one. Sorry. Make up my mind, right? But you can decorate them any way you want. Decorating is great fun. So let me these all came from the same paper pack. Maybe on the smaller one. Sorry, I just had a thought. Nope. All right. Just going to glue the bottom up the side. So there we go. So then you can, little tuck spot there. There's a little tuck spot there. And there's this pocket here. I'm just using the bits that I have cut out and they're sitting on my desk. And then that's going to be far too wide to go in there, but anything can go in there. I just want to put something in there to show you that it's a pocket. See, it's a pocket. So I'll have to make something that goes in there. All right, so now if you want to decorate this, you can just use stickers. You can use, oh, maybe I want to use that and make it a pocket. Let's do that. I just have to make it a little smaller. Just so long as it's in the folds there and doesn't interfere. Let's make it a pocket. There we go. See, my paper is a bit wonky, but you know, I'm okay with it. So let's pop that in there. There's that. And then on this side, oh, let me see what else I have here. Oh, that's the wrong sheet. I have all kinds of little bits now. Little belly band maybe? Oh, let's do that. Cute. Little whoop, little teacups. There we go. Brush the glue out, except when it goes on to everything else. I think it's straight-ish maybe. And will this fit in there? Yep. So it's all tea related. So I mean, I could always add a teacup. Not a teacup. A tea bag. And send it off. Oh my God. Oh dear. Too funny. I'm just going to make it a little skinnier. I am going to grab my cutter just so it's actually straight. There we are. A little bit off the top because I can see some white from where I cut it before. My blanket and pillow are calling. Pop that in there, just like that. Do we need another pocket? I don't think so. And I really don't mind the white. You can add a butterfly, put butterfly there and have it show that way. We did this as a top one, so I don't have anything skinny enough to pop in there. So let me, oh here, let's grab this. It's a menu list, but it's probably too tall, so I will cut it down. Too thick. It's all right if it's cut it off after bagel and just see if that'll work. Yep, there we go. And there's the top pocket. Okay, so there we go. What do you think? Put that there for an extra pocket. I'm all for extra pockets. Let's do it. Put a little notch in there if you want. Bring it up just from the bottom. There we go. Very cute. One-sided paper. You can make a bunch and put them together. Oop, that goes inside. And there we go. There's our little journal. Could always add a signature, or just put a pad of paper, you know, some 4 or 5 bits of paper. That'll be cute too. And so there we go. That is our creation today. I hope you enjoyed that. Questions, comments, please leave them below. I really hope it made sense. This is one that I had made before putting the camera on, and I did make this one a back pocket. Not decorated, of course. I just wanted to get it done. So here is the piece. If you wanted to screenshot it, I have the info there for you. Okay, so hopefully it made sense. If it didn't, please let me know, and I will come back and I will show you once again. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. God bless, take care, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.